What's going on, YouTube? Welcome in. Today we got another beautiful build for you. Today we're finally building in Be Quiet's new case. You're like, Be Quiet's got a new case? I said, yes, they do. It's the Pure Base, not the 500DX you're used to. It's the new Pure Base 501. So they changed a few things up on this case, and we're finally getting our hands on it. We're building today's system starting all off with the 7800X3D. Again, one of the best CPUs in terms of gaming performance on the market right now. We're putting it on the beautiful B650 carbon board coming from MSI. We have 32 gigs of Fury RAM coming from Kingston in the Fury RGB. 6000 CL30, great kit of RAM. We've got a 1TB NVMe drive coming from Kingston in the KC3000. Again, we're putting it all in the beautiful Pure Base 501, and we're cooling it with the brand new Pure Loop 240 coming from Be Quiet as well. We're adding some more beautiful light wings fans to add to the whole aesthetic of this case and this build. And then we've got a monstrosity going in today's system. We got the 5070 Ti Gaming OC Trio coming in from MSI as well. All the RGB going in today's build, absolutely stunning aesthetic. It's going to be one of our quick ship systems over on our website at synthbuild.com/ready-to-ship. If you guys want to see more of these beautiful builds like this, make sure to hit that like button as well in the comments. Let us know what you want to see us build next. Comment and say, hey, since I want to see you build in this case, let us know. If you want to see us live as we build these systems and butcher these intros, you can catch us any Monday, Wednesday, Friday over at Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints, where we stream around 11 a.m. Eastern, and we hope to see you soon.
Let's get started. Good morning. I'm not going to ram down. I'm not going to GCX. I'm not. I don't think, I probably won't be going to any events until probably TwitchCon. All right, guys, I took this carbon board out today. So this was one that we had. They don't make this board anymore. So we had not too issue with it. We sent it to MSI. They fixed it. I think they even gave us a new board, looks like. It looks like they gave us a new board. Yeah, they gave us a new board. And I was like, someone's going to get a B650 carbon board, which usually is like $350 for like $200. So, I mean, this is an absolutely beautiful board. Like, I wish they made more beautiful boards like this in the B650. Like, the Tomahawk's nice, but a little bit more RGB, a little more aesthetic. The carbon hits. I mean, I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of, Logan, your favorite boards ever tuned one was like, wasn't the Z690 carbon or something like that your favorite one on DDR4? Take a look at the socket and see what we're doing. No bent pins. Down we go with the 7800X3D. There we go. Lock it in place. There it is. Let's take a look at get the drive in next. 1TB KC3000. Great thing about this board is we have two more NVMe drives. I think there's actually two down here below. So 1TB is plenty to start with. If they want to add more space down the line, definitely drop another 2TB in for games and stuff like that. The KC3000 1TB is perfect because you get the DRAM you want, the fast boot speed. And then 1TB, honestly, like I have 1TB in most of my systems, and I'm pretty good. Some people who game with a lot of games might want a 2TB, or if you're playing Call of Duty, you can fill that 1TB up pretty fast. But Tarkov, you'd be all right. Tarkov, other FPS titles, PUBG, things like that, you're gonna do pretty fine. Rust, there it is. There it is. Sometimes those quick assist latches are a little funky. That one was being a little testy with me. Again, RAM today, 6000 CL30 coming from Kingston, and the Fury RGB. I mean, the aesthetic matches this board really well. Really been liking the Fury RAM. The RGB modules are nice. They sync. So inside the different heat sinks, there is a RGB controller that actually makes them sync correctly. It's a nice thing that Kingston does that a lot of other vendors do not do. Let's do a light loop really quick. I believe it is I don't think they have a 4-pin standoff. I think they still use a factory clips. Let's take a look. It's been a couple weeks since I built with the light loop. I think the last one was Matt's PC. We'll take a look really quick. So it's a 4-pin, but it screws in on top. So we do have to take them out. I remember this now. I do remember this one. It's not too bad. Factory clips coming off. All right. Off of those. Intel out of the way. Get our AMD stuff out that we need. Like so. Over the top. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Put the factory clips back in the bag so the customer has those in case they ever need them. Yeah, this is going to be a quick ship on our website today. B650 carbon board here today, guys, from MSI. Absolutely stunning motherboard. 700X3D down the socket. We have our standoffs in place for the Light Loop 240, which a 240 is plenty for the 700X3D. Not a very hot CPU by any standards, or thermally challenged CPU, like a 13 or 1400K would be, where you would need a 360 efficiently. We have 1TB and KC3000 down our primary M.2 slot, and then we have 32 gigs of 6000 CL30 RAM from Kingston as well. Let's set everything aside and let's get our case out, which is what I want to see. Get a close up of this beautiful brand new case from Be Quiet today. See how it looks. and I pop the, there it is. It's 4K is a sweet spot on the 57 Ti. I'd say it's good at 4K. I think 1440 is a sweet spot. Beautiful case. There's a lot of cellophane on the side. It looks like on the inside of this. We'll take the side off. Interesting looking case. Interesting looking case. Okay. A lot of the same things I remember from the 501. A lot of the same things I remember from the 501. They made this really airflow focused. I mean, look at the front of this. That's gonna bring some air in. That's all that beautiful mesh. Just pop it off. See how easy it is to pop off. It should be, yeah. There it is. High airflow. Premium plastic, very rigid, but yet flexible. You can see the airflow design. You can see right through there, you can see me. Pretty darn clear. It's gonna get pretty good airflow. Nice built-in filter. The only thing I don't like that I wish they would have done, 360 top mount. We're limited to a 280 or a 240, and we're in the case where some people want these, I would say, more compact cases that could support a 360 top mount. This, unfortunately, they did not listen to us. The 501 is not a compact 360 compatible chassis. Only downfall of this case. But in applications like today, where you don't really need to worry about a 360, it'll still work really well. But it's still a great case. The 500DX is one of my favorite cases of all time. I mean, they come with two 140s in pre-install. We're gonna put three 120s in the front and 120 in the rear. Plenty of airflow for today's system. We're gonna have the same light wings light wings right here. The same fans that they have on the AIO to the front and the rear. But they do include the new. These are the new Pure Wings 3s. So they're only a 1400, I think, 1400 or 1200 RPM PWM fan. So they're not super high, but they're good airflow without being really loud. Take this off. That comes with one screw. That's your SSD mount. That's actually nicer. Now it actually makes more space now for me to get at these fans. Even easier. Like it's wider. It's definitely slightly wider, so we can get bigger cards. 5070 Ti is gonna look pretty big in today's system because we have the Trio. It's longer. It's not super thick. It's gonna look really good. I mean, it's a really super light, but yet super rigid. I mean, we can just toss this thing around. It's nice. So I would say it's a really nice case. Look at them. These are the light wings, LX. One. All right, second fan's in. To the third. Right. Take a look at this RGB hub. I think I can mount this on the back of their this is the RGB hub, which I would like to use today. RGB and fan hub. Looks really nice. I believe we can mount it on the back of their 2.5 SSD. Oh, we can. Ooh, that's nice. Mount like that? I gotta look. Let me see. I'm getting my light today, chat. It's dark. It's bright back here. 4, 5, 6 RGB fans, which is plenty for today's build, plus PWM if you want to. So we're gonna run, obviously run the PWM for the fan, for the cooler off the motherboard, but we'll run the rest of the fans into this. It'll be a PWM hub with RGB. It'll be really, really nice. So it's nice that they include that. That's a sweet little setup. There it is, right there. All right. It's like they made this perfectly for these fans to go right here, this hub and everything, the way it's set up. It's like perfect. The only thing is now we have to work on the cable management, but it fits in perfectly here. I'll show you guys here in a few minutes. I don't really have an over-the-camera shot right now set up for this, but it looks pretty slick. There's our hub factory. It goes right in that spot. You don't even see the crossovers. It's pretty clean. I'm pretty impressed with it. Let's get the motherboard in. Das motherboard. Go top down. Get this motherboard in this beautiful B650 carbon board. There we go. Nice and neat, all lines, looks good. They utilize a center point standoff, which is non-screwable. And then they use 8 other screws that you can insert. There we go. All right. Show you this motherboard all assembled in this case. Looks great. Ooh, little whiteout build for Ryan today. See if it loads today. Is that a little whiteout build? See if it loads the camera. Yep. Dude, it shows you working on the TL fans like an hour ago, then now you're morphing into the 3500X whiteout build. All right, I'll get to working on the front panel connections now, chat. First, we have our RGB for the rear fan. We go to the hub. There we go. And then our PWM. Front panel connections going in. USB 3, Type C. Then we get those bad boys in first. There we go. That's in. Next will be our USB 3.0 header. It's all in there, looking good. So we're in the front panel connections, PWM, ARGB. It's all going to go in now. ARGB. Our PWM, the hub. Looking good. And next is going to be our front panel. And through the front panel, we'll get these cables managed before we move on to HD audio, then our power supply chat. There we go. Front panel's in. All right. Working this cable management really quick, chat. HD audio. Then we're going to get our, oh, they changed the design. They used to put the power supply from the rear, not anymore. Interesting. Cable management's looking pretty solid so far. Let's get our power supply out. Let's get our beautiful MSI A1000GL. Yeah, 1,000 watt power supply is a sweet spot. Especially these new PCIe 5 Gen 2s. They're cybernetics ATX 3.1 rated, and yeah, they're just really good, really good. So I use them. Very extremely low failure rates, like 2 or 3 maybe in like 2 years. They're just phenomenal power supplies. And honestly, these cables look really nice too. They're flat, thin cables, easier to manage. I have no problem with them. So that's why we use them. All right, this will be our SATA, which we will need SATA today to go into our 3.5 tray, which is going to help power the RGB hub. I'm just going to make a little SATA hub here out of these cables really quick. There we go. There's our power supply today, guys. Slide this bad boy into the basement. Start getting this thing in. Let's run our EPS first. Our CPU power. Dual EPS on a B650 board is awesome to see. Plenty of power for CPUs. Let me go with that. Make sure we're nice and seated. I can clearly see the cables seating correctly into the slot, which is nice to see on a case like this. Shout out to Be Quiet for thinking that through. Let's get our 24-pin main in next. It'll be zip tied in. Then we're gonna move on to our cooler, chat. Almost ready for a cooler already. I'm gonna run this 12 volt high power up and around, or up and under for the GPU for later. And honestly, we're on to the cooler, chat. I'll show you the cable management so far in the back, looking pretty crispy. Let's get the cooler out, chat. Oh, cooler out and a drink. Only bad thing, you're paying for your premium cooler. It definitely is a premium cooler. You're getting premium fans. The only thing you don't get as premium is the pre-assembled fans. And almost everybody in this space right now, on the higher end coolers, the good quality coolers, are doing pre-installed right now. I wish they were doing that with Be Quiet. It's not a big deal. Trust me, it's not a big deal. But it would be nice to have. All right, fans are installed. That's just a couple minutes, not a big deal. I'm gonna run the fans off of the CPU header. So I need to get a 2-to-1 splitter. I'm gonna grab that. All the other RGB will run into the hub. Get our thermal paste on here, get the scoop cooler mounted. There we go. We're ready to get this bad boy mounted. First, we're gonna take off what many forget. There we go, nice and secure. Let's work on the cables really quick, chat. Tie these bad boys coming off the pump. So what I'm gonna do is run this 2-to-1 header right now. Be hidden by the cooler. And then we get our CPU fan header in. All right, there's that. Get our CPU fan header in next. Boom, pump headers in, there we go. CPU fan headers in, the 2-to-1, and their pump fan headers in. Get ready to mount this rad chat. The only annoying part about these kind of daisy chainable 5-pin RGB and PWM fan headers is that, like, I wish it was kind of like how Montech is, where they kind of sync together, and it's just easy to put together and be done with it. This one's a little bit more annoying. Cooler's on, chat. Let me start working on these cables really quick for you. Pretty clean considering we have to do a lot of daisy chaining and things of that nature, but it looks really clean. It's time for the GPU, chat. Time for the GPU. Let's get our GPU out today, guys. Woo! 5070 Trio. 5070 Ti gaming OC Trio. It's overclocked nice. Yeah, this is a phenomenal card. I think this card's going up in price. We have priced like almost $100 what MSRP is now, which is a really good value too. And I think it's one of the best looking 5070 Ti outside of a white card. I just like it's slim, it's sleek, super powerful. That's good length too. It's gonna fit nicely in this case. Not super wide, but it's got some length. It's a 2-slot card. Show me our 2 slots we need today. Yeah, it just fits. Just fits. 3, 2, 1. Nice thunk there. Plug this bad boy in. There we go, all secure. That's a beauty. It's time to light it up. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Whew, all the USB on this board too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2.5 gig LAN, Wi-Fi 6E, USB 2.0. Yeah, that's a nice board. A darn nice board. All right, guys, let's light it up. Let's go.
Guys, thanks for coming in and liking another video here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button, help us with the algorithm. Make sure people find us and see all the beautiful PCs we build. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button as well. Remember, we build these systems live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/stints. Come over, hang out, chat it up with us, watch us build beautiful PCs for everybody in the community. And remember, let's go.
So just